Story appears ordinary till you see the core side of it.
And what you're looking for is the story behind the news.
We bring it to you from Lagos, the commercial capital of Nigeria.
Giving you all sides and political stories round the clock.
Every detail from the start line to the final whistle.
CoreTV News, expanding your view.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us on CoreTV News at 7. I am Ebulomo Adekunle. The battle between former President Olusegun Obasanjo and his former political associate Buruji Kashamu has entered another phase. An Abuja High Court has stopped the publication of the retired general's memoirs titled My Watch. The book, which recounts Obasanjo's 8 years in power between 1999 and 2007, is believed to contain uncomplimentary remarks about Kashamu, whom Obasanjo has engaged in a public fallout. Kashamu is accused of drug pushing and recently lost a case in the U.S. seeking to stop his trial, which has been on for close to 16 years. The chieftain of the People's Democratic Party denied the allegations, saying even Obasanjo allowed state agencies to testify on his behalf in a UK court to clear his name when he was president. Kashamu, who heads the PDP Mobilization Committee in the Southwest, last week filed the motion at an FCT High Court seeking an ex parte injunction restraining Obasanjo from publishing the book. The judge, Valentin Ashi, in an order dated December 5th, 2014, granted the injunction pending the determination of the motion and notice fixed for hearing on Wednesday, December 10. A member of the House of Representatives representing Ndokwa Ukwani Federal Constituency in Delta State at the lower chamber of the National Assembly, Nicholas Osai Osai, has clinched the ticket to contest the 2015 election on the platform of the PDP. The very influential Delta politician is a member of 3 committees in the House of Representatives. These include Communications, Health and Housing and Habitat. He defeated a one-time member of the House, Mercy Alumona Iche, who scored just a vote at the Delta PDP House of Reps primaries on Saturday. Osai Osai polled 91 votes against 18 for his closest rival, Chinonye Daffy, while Eric Anigala scored only 2 votes to place third. The Adamawa PDP National Assembly primaries did not hold in Yola, the state capital. A delegation of Adamawa PDP stakeholders is in Abuja, where it is billed to register its disagreement with the National Working Committee of the party over change in venue of the primaries from Yola to Abuja. An official of Balangilari Campaign Organization and one-time governorship aspirant Maurice Vuno Bolki says all the governorship aspirants, apart from Nuhu Ribadu, have condemned the action of the PDP National Working Committee. Despite starting its House of Reps primaries late Saturday night, the Ekiti State PDP has produced flag bearers for election into the lower chamber come 2015. These did not, however, go without kicks from some aggrieved members of the party, who say the delay was deliberately orchestrated for malpractice. Rashid brought back this report.
With the PDP getting set to have its House of Representatives primaries today, it is no doubt that it might be an easy ride for some people, as it's going to be a contentious issue for some in other constituencies. But all over, it is PDP in the state, and the APC happen to be the opposition, will have to slug it out with the ruling party, come what may, in the 2015 general elections.
Contrary to the belief of all that the House of Representatives primaries of the People's Democratic Party will start as early as possible, a visit by CoreTV News crew shows that the exercise did not commence until 6 p.m, with party members expressing fears over imposition and doctored results, especially in Ekiti North Constituencies 1 and 2 and Ekiti South Constituency 2.
Most of the delegates are not even here. Most of them are at Ilupeju there. They've been camped since yesterday. most of the delegates, especially the ones from Ikole.
I myself, I don't believe that if any result is announced in anywhere else, it's not avoid because it's not carry all party members.
And if there is imposition, our party will have problem. I don't have an elected candidate. I am a party leader. I don't want problem for our party. Imposition, that's what caused our problem during Shegoni regime, that we have 30-13. But as this is going on now, we may not have 6 years.
I have never seen any of the candidates that draws the attention of the party and my own self, as the speakers of the House, as the members of the party, to the kind of information that you are giving out now. It looks strange. And in a situation where you see that people want to doctor, there will have been a kind of protest everywhere, and everywhere is peaceful.
Voting for candidates went late into the night and produced Segun Adekola Akinwudimula for Ekiti South constituencies 1 and 2, Ayodeji Oladimeji and Olamide Oni for Ekiti Central 1 and 2, with Kehinde Agboola and Thaddeus Aina clinching the ticket for Ekiti North Federal constituencies 1 and 2. The party leadership, however, gave the election a pass mark.
To God be the glory, all the candidates, like I've said, all the candidates we produce for primary, they are the credible and achievable, reliable and resourceful candidates. And at the moment we are able to produce candidates that is unanimously accepted by majority vote, we are ready for the general election. And I've assured the state, God being our helper, we are going to produce National Assembly, 3 Senate, 6 Rep, and all the state assembly members for PDP.
Though the primaries have been won and lost, reactions will continue to trail the conduct with fear of imposition and doctored list earlier expressed. Rashid, CoreTV News.
Lagos State chapter of the People's Democratic Party held its primaries for the House of Representatives on Saturday across the state. Oluwaseyi Adegoke monitored activities in some of the constituencies and filed in this report.
The party secretariat was filled with delegates and party members waiting anxiously outside the gate, either to cast their vote or hear the result of their constituencies. For the Apapa Federal constituency, Wole Adewumi emerged winner with 24 votes against Popo, who got 13 votes. In what was obviously a slim victory, Femi Akinbade emerged the winner for Mushin Federal Constituency 1 with 15 votes against 14 for Akim Fagbemi.
I'm very delighted, and I can say this is a win for PDP, and I hope this political tsunami continues in Lagos State for PDP. I'm very delighted, I'm very excited.
The Ikeja Federal Constituency primary was characterized by confusion and misunderstanding among the delegates and other party members. Following the restoration of order, it finally produced Kunle Okunla as the winner with 28 votes against Larry Oshundairo, who scored 8 votes.
So it's like a halfway victory, and I hope that everybody that involved did not vote to create problem, but they just want to put the best in front so that we can win the general election. Leadership
of the People's Democratic Party in the state described the success recorded at the House of Reps primaries as a good sign of better things to come ahead the 2015 general elections. Oluwaseyi Adegoke, CoreTV News, Lagos.
It was another success story for the PDP in neighboring Ogun as the party held its House of Representatives primaries across the state. Olajumoke Olatunji was in Abeokuta where she monitored the voting process and came back with this report.
In Abeokuta North, Obafemi Owode and Odeda Federal Constituency, Samuel Oni, Zacchaeus Oyekunle, Abiola Adeworin, and Deji Olaleye are the 4 contenders about for the party's ticket. After the exercise, Olaleye was declared the winner. He expressed satisfaction at the outcome of the election.
I should say congratulations to myself and to other aspirants as well. It has been a very peaceful, fair competition, and we're all friends. And it has been a victory for our federal constituency and also for the party, our PDP. So I think it's a victory for all. So I thank God.
However, one of the contenders appears not pleased with the results of the primaries.
I told you that it's not election, it's a covenant blood election.
which they did at Ijebubu, that's from Buruji Kashambas. It's an election that they are swearing with a blood. It's not election.
Meanwhile, PDP chieftains in the state say the stage is set for the governorship primary on Monday. Olajumoke Olatunji, CoreTV News, Abeokuta.
A member of the House of Representatives, Zephaniah Jisalu, representing Amak Buhari Federal Constituency, has won the primaries of the People's Democratic Party in Abuja. He defeated 3 other aspirants by polling 89 out of 103 votes at stake. Jisalu, who is a former council chairman in the Federal Capital Territory, is confident of returning to the lower chamber in 2015. His supporters, who share his optimism, say he represented the original indigenes of Abuja well in the House of Representatives.
Abuja is for all. And with my little experience, who have gone through elections, I know my people are there for me. They are there because they know what I'm doing. They have trust. They believe in me. And I believe that 2015 election, having come all through from the ranks, I believe my people are going to vote for me so that I will continue to represent them. Because as a lawmaker, it is my duty to give them and to fight for their right, to represent them so that more good things will come to the constituency.
The election was so successful and it was expected to be like this because the man, Zapania, right from the beginning when he was party chairman, he was executive chairman of Abuja Municipal Area Council, was a man that carried everybody along. When he became the House of Rep again, the same thing. Therefore, we expected that he must win this election, just on the reason that he is a man of the people. He is a man that cares for masses. He is a man that cares for people that are not privileged. Therefore, it is not surprised for him winning.
What we are seeing today, or what we are celebrating today, is a victory. Another once again. Agree with me, the particular person that we are celebrating his victory today, he was 1 time, 2 times chairman in Abuja Municipal Area Council, which I succeeded from him. He has never failed the election. From the chairman first tenure, from the chairman second tenure, he has been making the election. In his first attempt as a House of Rep, he made the election. And today again, he is making an election. I think, agree with me to describe this particular person that is a man of God. Because when you see things happen, a particular person like this actually is a man of God, at the same time is a man of people, because he's closer to the people as a grassroots.
More trouble in the PDP family as governors spoil for war, with Jonathan, Mark and Muazu over deal with senators. Find out more after this break. Don't go away.
Every day, every hour, and every minute, news break in Nigeria. Things happen so fast, it's most times difficult to track and comprehend them. But that's what we do right here on Digit 360. 2015, would you want to come back again?
It's like asking Jesus Christ if he knew he was going to die, will you want to come back as the savior of the world again?
We do not just help you track the stories, we break them down, explore all the angles, analyze the issues so that you can fully comprehend the stories and use them to make the right decisions.
Thank you for being there. And for more news and other information, you can reach us on our social media platform. On Facebook, facebook.com/CoreTV News. On Twitter at CoreTV News MG. And on YouTube, it's youtube.com/CoreTV, leave a space, then news. More trouble appears ahead for the troubled PDP, People's Democratic Party, ahead the 2015 general elections. Some of its governors are angry with the national chairman of the party, Adamu Muazu, and Senate President David Mark over the collapse of the deal President Goodluck Jonathan had with them before he was adopted as the sole presidential candidate of the party. The governors are angry that the president fell to the blackmail of senators who threatened to impeach him and thereby agreed that some of them be given automatic tickets. The angry governors will be meeting with Jonathan on Tuesday night to register their displeasure on the matter. CoreTV News gathered that the Tuesday meeting could be meant to extract some commitment from him before his ratification during the December 10th National Convention of the PDP. The commitment, it was learned, would mean that the president would support their governorship candidates. Besides, it was also meant to make sure that the president, if he wins in 2015, would not hunt them with anti-corruption agencies after leaving office in 2015. NOI posers denied suggestions that the Finance Minister Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala set up the outfit to clean up the image of President Goodluck Jonathan. The pollster admitted that the one-time managing director of the World Bank is the brain behind the company, but insisted that founded it in 2006 when she was not in government. It also maintained that the Finance Minister is not involved in its day-to-day activities. NOI Post said in a statement issued at the weekend in Abuja that it had been conducting surveys on presidential approval ratings since 2007, adding that the first one was at a time the late President Umaru Yar'Adua was in power. It's noted that it was not until January 2013 that it started conducting job ratings on President Jonathan, while wondering why some online publications would sought to link it with the Jonathan administration. The national leader of the All Progressives Congress, Bola Tinubu, has described reports of a disagreement with Lagos State Governor Babatude Fashola as outright falsehood. The former Lagos State Governor said in a statement issued by his media office that such reports are the handwork of those who tagged political chatterlands and enemies. Tinubu conceded that he and Fashola often disagree on issues, but noted that both of them are on the same page on issues relating to the interests of the state. On issues surrounding APC governorship primaries in the state, the party leader argued that conflicts are part of every political process. However, hinted that such issues would be sorted out in-house and not on pages of newspapers. Following failed attempts to secure his permanent voter card, on Saturday, he re-registered for another one. Fashola, whose polling unit in the Surulere area of the state was one of those affected during the ill-fated exercise by INEC last month, urged Lagosians who are yet to secure their cards to follow suit and allow the love of democracy rule their sense of decision-making at the 2015 general elections. Omotayalo monitored the development and filed in this report.
The Lagos governor says the continuous voter registration exercise, which is expected to cater for those that have not secured their PVCs and those who had issues at their polling units, is an opportunity to establish true democracy regardless of previous challenges. He made this known at a re-registration exercise in his polling units with his wife, in company of the Lagos Resident Electoral Commissioner, Adekunle Ogumola.
This is the one they have given me again. So I still don't see the difference. All I will say is that people, no matter how difficult they make this, your love for democracy must be bigger than your inconvenience.
These Lagos residents are excited to know that the exercise will afford them the opportunity to take part in the 2015 general elections, but stress that the electoral body has a lot of internal sorting to do.
Sometimes the system go up and come down. That is the only issue that we have. But at the end of the day, it's okay.
It's just the queue that's the main challenges of the whole exercise. So the process is simple. Within 2 to 3 minutes, you are done with the exercise.
Sometimes they will tell you that the system is malfunctioning. You just have to do it in any way to make sure that you have your right in your hand so that you can vote the right person in.
All the residents who appraised the exercise say they are now positive about the outcome of the 2015 general elections.
Irrespective of what the issues, the challenges, and what we've been hearing in the news and all that, I see a positive, end to this 2015, election.
Well, ahead of the general election, I still have my finger crossed and I know who I want to vote for, but we're still observing and see how things go. We still have 4 more weeks to the end of the month, the year, and something can pull off.
Fashola and most Lagos residents had earlier dubbed the exercise a failure and accused INEC of planning to rig the 2015 general elections. Omotayo, CoreTV News, Lagos.
The Advertising Practitioners Council of Nigeria says it will not relent in its strive to protect Nigerian consumers from unwholesome advertisements. Its leadership made this known at the 2014 lecture and dinner of the Abuja chapter of the Advertising Practitioners Association. Basi Aye has more in this report.
Lecture and dinner of advertising practitioners in Abuja. It also provided an opportunity to formally welcome newly licensed practitioners into the fold, as well as an investiture ceremony for its patrons. Although it was a time to unwind, interact and network, the regulatory body for the practitioners, APCON, took time out to reinforce the need to abide by the standards of operation within the industry. Advertising practitioners frowned at the activities of quacks while decrying their inability to prosecute offenders.
The greatest challenge this year, in 2014, is the absence of a functional council that leaves the administration, myself and my staff exposed to a number of issues, because there are many things we couldn't do because we're limited legally by law. We can't do them. And as I'm not a sole administrator, so the only way is to run back to my minister and to the regular to develop some diplomatic ways of dealing with issues at the moment.
It's a fast-selling business, and so because of that, a lot of people come into the profession, and these people, to some extent, they are not certified members of Advertising Practitioner Council. And like I said, there are things that qualify you to practice. Like what the registrar has said, you must have a credential. Either you are academically qualified to be a practitioner or you are under a tutelage. But you see people just come in and they just jump into the profession, and what do you get is shock.
They also advised young advertisers especially to maintain honesty and legality in their practice.
The council must have a deliberate effort charted up to enable it begin to interest young ones to really read advertising and to enable it, develop successors that would effectively take over the practice of the profession in time.
There have been continuous efforts to ensure sanity in the advertising industry, especially in the last few months. And experts say no stone will be left unturned until this is achieved. Basi Aye, CoreTV News, Abuja.
And now outside Nigeria, UK-born U.S. journalists Luke Summers and South African teacher Per Korki have been killed by Al-Qaeda militants in Yemen during a failed rescue bid. Saturday's operation was carried out by joint U.S. and Yemeni special forces in the southern Shabwa region. U.S. President Barack Obama condemned the barbaric murder of both hostages. They were being held by militants from Al-Qaeda in the Arabian Peninsula, regarded by the U.S. as one of the deadliest offshoots of Al-Qaeda. The group is based in eastern Yemen and has built up support amid the unrest which has beset the impoverished country since the overthrow of President Ali Abdullah Saleh in 2011. Luke Summers is believed to have been sold on by his abductors to ACOP.
Our hearts are full of sorrow, as I said, that Luke Summers was murdered. He was taken hostage. His life was clearly in danger.
And that's it on CoreTV News at 7. Join me again at 9:45 for the primetime news. Thank you for watching. I am Ebulomo Adekunle.